Hey guys, it's Miss Burns here again. Um, Happy Hump Day. It's Wednesday, finally. I can't believe we're in week two, second full week that is, of digital learning. I hope you guys are still enjoying our videos. Um, I'm drinking a lot of Earl Grey tea and getting a little stir crazy. So you know how that goes. Um, the lesson today is analyzing short stories. There are a lot of parts that go with that. Um, this is just the beginning of getting into that, so it's just kind of an introduction. Um, the short stories by nature are short, but they are a little bit longer than the text we've been reading. Um, what that's going to look like is there will be a text. The paragraphs are numbered. Um, and then you will be asked questions pertaining to that text. You will be using inference. You will be using finding evidence. You will be using the elements, the story elements that we talked about yesterday or on Monday. So, some of the things to think about as you move forward through this are plot, which we talked about. It's the actual story, what's happening. Setting, where the story takes place. Characterization, how the characters are developed, what they say, what they do. Point of view. We talked about this a little bit in one of our lessons in class. Point of view is from whose point of view the story is told. It can be first person, which is you. It's from the narrator is from the narrator's point of view. Third person is they, them. That is when the narrator is telling the story, but the narrator is not involved in the story. First person, that person is in the story. That's generally going to be your, protagonist, the main character. But see whose point of view the story is told from. Imagery, you will see lots of imagery in all kinds of stories. And that is just language that paints a picture in your mind. Like a sentence talking about the sky. The sky, it was sunset, and the sky looked as if it was on fire. And you can deduce from that the sky was those red and orange and yellow colors that we tend to see as the sun goes down. It's really beautiful. Symbolism. Many writers, most good writers, use symbolism. It's when, we've talked about this as well, when an author uses another object or some kind of analogy or something of that nature, metaphors, that kind of thing, to represent something else in the story. And those can also be used to create imagery. And theme, which is the main idea of the text. The example that I looked at, it asked a question about, it gave you a statement about the text and asked you to choose which one of those was correct. The choices were pretty clear. Two of the choices could have been correct if you didn't read the full text and you just read the one sentence it was asking about. But if you read everything, you'll know exactly what they're talking about. And then it asked for the evidence to back up that answer. And it gave you three choices. Which if you do what we've been talking about and you read carefully and you think while you're reading and you're making those inferences as you read, then those answers will be fairly clear. If you have any trouble with any of them, remember our strategy. Ask yourself, does this answer the question I'm being asked? And then go back and look at the text and find that proof, evidence, support all of those words that we talk about when we talk about inferences. These are a bit longer, but the ones I looked at, the examples, were not super long. It's going to ask you specific questions about certain sections, and they will be numbered. So you guys will be fine. It's pretty. It gives you clear instruction. So I love that about it. But I really want you guys to think creatively, think critically, look at the text as a whole, and not just whatever question you're answering. That is very, very, very important. I hope that you're enjoying the reading. I'm going to do the first Fahrenheit 451 video this week. I want to give you guys a little time to settle in. I'm hoping that you guys are reading. I know that Miss Cardwell is wanting to read along with us, so that's awesome. Anybody that wants to can. You don't have to be a reading student to do that, and those videos will be labeled as Fahrenheit 451 for the book study, so that you know it's not just the normal reading assignment. So look forward to that. I'm going to read some stuff aloud. I'm going to discuss some of it. If you have any specific questions, if you've already started reading, or if you have something that you want me to specifically talk about in the video, I'm happy to do that. So just shoot me an email or comment on the video or any of the other ways that we communicate. Again, my email is reading2gjcc@gmail.com. Yay. Again, I hope you guys are doing well. I try to keep it light and airy. I know this is a heavy time, but we'll get through this and we'll be stronger than ever. Like I've said before, if you want to email me and tell me what you're watching on Netflix. If I need to watch something new, let me know. I'm mostly kidding, but not really. So, keep up the good work. Those of you who are working, if you're friends with any students who need to be working on assignments and they are not, reach out to them. Tell them they can reach out to us, and we're happy to give them any kind of guidance that we can. It's not too late to get started. This is not a thing where if you didn't start at the beginning, you're left out. You can start at any time. So just keep everybody in the know if you can. We're trying our best to reach out to everybody. So I love you guys. Please stay safe. I know that times are frustrating and difficult, but we can only control how we react, right? You can only control how you react. I say that in class. I say it now. Sometimes that's a tough thing. And I, just like everybody else, have, in times of strife, reacted badly. But let's try to stay positive and just get through this and keep up the good work, like I said, and make good choices. I love you guys. Stay safe. Let me know if you need anything, and have a great rest of your week. Love you guys.